Now, Absen has a lot of showrooms throughout the country, so you can actually go to their showrooms and you can see what these screens look like in a real world environment. Dan Miall from BirdDog is visiting the United States this week, and he's actually at the Texas Absen showroom this week, and he brought his BirdDog XL Ultra camera. Now, if you remember when we talked about the BirdDog XL Ultra camera yesterday, we talked about how it has an optical low pass filter on it, and that helps with the Moiré effect that you can see on some LED screens. So we figured this would be the perfect time to ask, hey, Dan, while you are at the Absen showroom, can you show us a little bit of a demo of yourself using a BirdDog XL Ultra PTZ camera in front of an Absen LED wall? And they did this demo on an NX 1.8 pixel pitch Absen LED wall. So it's a very high quality Absen LED wall and a very nice camera. And so without further ado, let's just play that clip that Dan sent us.
G'day everyone, I'm Dan from BirdDog here at the Absen office here in Dallas, Texas. Today we've been doing a bunch of training on our BirdDog Connect software as well as our cameras and product portfolio. Now in front of me here I actually have some cameras and you'll see them come into shot in a minute. But what I'm looking at and you're seeing from your side is the BirdDog XL. This is our latest camera that's designed for really high-end productions, and its biggest thing as far as features is the 4/3 sensor. This is the largest sensor size that you can get inside a PTZ, and that makes a big difference in terms of the image quality you can get in more challenging environments. So that's higher contrast, you get better dynamic range, and it works really well with the Absen video walls. The big thing with these is these are LED screens, and most cameras you'll find when you're pointing them at an LED screen, certainly with people putting in front of them, you will see what's called a Moiré effect. The XL has a filter which is called the OLPF, which is an optical low pass filter. And that means that it becomes much more sharp around the edges and you don't get that Moiré effect. It's really important if you're going to have any talent that's walking in front of video walls and things. So you'll see here as I walk around, the image quality is great, and the way the camera actually reacts to auto tracking, which is what I'm using here at the moment, is excellent for people doing presentations. Now the XL has a couple of other really neat tricks up its sleeve. On top of the OLPF, or the optical low pass filter, it's actually got two lenses in here, and that's used not only for sending out two videos, one wide shot and then also your PTZ, but it also uses it for the auto tracking. The way that we can actually do presentations where if it's zoomed in close on me and another person comes on stage, the wide camera will be aware of that happening, and so then it'll reframe the shot automatically. So the XL has both the main camera, which is a PTZ, which is ultra high quality with its zoom as well as the robotic pan and tilt. But underneath it, we've got the wide angle camera or panoramic camera. And this is really used for two purposes. The first one being it's a wide angle shot. You get two cameras in one. So you can get a wide crowd shot as well as using the PTZ camera for your close-up shots. But the extra superpower it has is with its AI tracking. It uses both cameras to determine what's going on inside a scene. So for example, if it's zoomed up close on me doing a presentation and then someone else walks on the stage, the camera's aware of it, even though it's not inside the primary camera shot. And that means it can then start to reframe based on other people on the stage. And that really gives you a dynamic and really aware form of AI tracking. Combine that with the ability to adjust how smooth the tracking works, how sensitive it is, and what happens when people leave and enter stages and how you turn on and off the AI means that this is a really great camera to add to your production, even if you don't have a huge amount of production staff. You can get great tracking that can work with AI automation, and of course you can then use our PTZ controller to control that manually as well. Now, in terms of our product lineup, the XL sits at the top in terms of its form factor. It is XL in size, but it's also XL in terms of the features. We have a color matrix inside. This can be really important if you've got some particularly bright primary colors in your video shoots. We can adjust just the reds or the greens individually, or any color that you like, and adjust the hue slightly or the intensity to get a really balanced image. It's designed to give you broadcast quality pictures and be easy to operate across all of your productions. It comes with a host of mounting options, so you can mount it on a wall, on a pole, in a ceiling, wherever makes sense for your production. But really importantly, it gives you those ultra high quality pictures in mixed environments. Now, right here in this particular showroom, what I've got is a video wall behind me and fluorescent lights above. There's no show lighting, there's nothing pointing at me in terms of trying to make this stage or area look good, but you can still see that I'm, with a bright screen behind me, really quite well lit. And again, that comes back to the size of the sensor and the abilities of the OLPF. Now, on top of this, we also have a 20 times optical zoom, which is great for larger environments. And if you're working in an HD environment, we can double that to 40 times optical. So even a very large throw in terms of where you can mount the camera versus where your presenters will be, it means you can frame those shots up perfectly. The final thing I'll talk about really is the NDI capabilities and also the connectivity. So with BirdDog XL, you're able to connect with NDI, with both NDI HX3, which is really efficient, but also excellent low latency video. You can also connect with high bandwidth NDI, and you can do them both simultaneously. So it works great for higher end productions where you need the it works with the highest quality productions where you need the lowest latency, but it can also work with really efficient compression if you need to go with lots of streams or across campus, for example. The other connectivity you have on the back of the XL is 12G SDI as well as 3G SDI. It even has a Genlock input as well, so if you have timing that you need with that baseband connectivity. It really is the camera that can fit all circumstances, but I think probably the coolest thing about this is the way that it works with video walls and the way it works with mixed lighting environments, which makes it perfect for areas like churches, or if you have a mixed lighting environment where you might have a stage plus some backlighting plus some other things where you can keep people really well exposed and looking great. So for more information, check out the BirdDog website, but the whole BirdDog product lineup is really designed to make production easy and make you look as good as possible. Thank you.